Hello and welcome back to Roundtable Radio. Today I am doing a fun podcast on a not so fun topic, but hopefully it's helpful. I am doing my best tips and tricks for midterms and surviving midterms because midterms are coming up. They're next week, which is crazy, and then we have a long break, of course. So we just have like a week and a half left to get through, and we haven't had exams in a year. So although these exams aren't going to be like 100% normal and as hard and everything, hopefully, it's still gonna be a little bit difficult. So yeah, here are my best tips to do your best during midterms. So my first tip is extremely basic. Everyone will say this, and it is to stay organized. I know that this is probably easier said than done, but it just takes a little time to get everything together, and it really goes a long way. Something that I have always done since like middle school is I have like a separate binder. I had like this cool like binder, and I put all my review sheets in it. It was like a separate binder from all my school like notes and stuff from the whole semester. And so it was just for review sheets and like flashcards or like some stuff like that. And I really recommend doing that. I think that works really well for me because it's like it can be kind of stressful to only be studying out of like a huge binder with all the information and all of the stuff you've learned all year in it. And obviously you're going to use like your notes and like class stuff from the whole semester to study, but it's just good to have like all of your review guides in one place. And I also think it's really important to do all of your review guides. Most of them are pretty long packets. It's kind of annoying, but it's so important. A lot of classes do like extra credit or bonus or something, or you have to, and it really makes a difference. Like the teachers obviously like they make the review. They make the exam, like, so they make the review, they know what's going to be on the exam, so why wouldn't you do the review that they gave you? Because it's obviously going to be helpful. And I don't know, a lot of times like throughout the year, maybe your teachers don't give you reviews, so you're kind of like not used to it, but it's kind of like a really good starting place, I would say, for studying. So my next tip is like about finding a good place to study. Even if like your friends, like I know they might be like, oh, like come to Starbucks or Panera or something, like come study with us. Like if you know that studying with your friends is just going to be distracting and you're just going to want to talk to them and stuff, like I always do that, even though I love going out to study with them because I think it's fun, but like I always get distracted and I never get as much done as I would have hoped. So like it's really important to find a study place. Maybe it's in your room, or you have like your parents' office or something like that. I don't know. Somewhere where you can be like sitting in a chair with a desk or something like that. Maybe you don't need a desk, but I would recommend not studying in your bed. This might just be a personal thing, but I literally always think that I can study or do my homework in my bed just because I want to be comfortable, and like I always just end up laying down or something or going on my phone and I'm never as productive as I would want to. So it's really important to have a space that has like a lot less distractions than somewhere like your bed or surrounded by your friends. Yeah, I just think it's pretty essential to being focused and being able to study effectively. So my next tip is more like what to do like when you're not studying. So I really think that it's important to like make sure you're getting outside and stuff like that. Taking a walk, or like just, I don't know, doing something, working out, just getting your body moving, because I tend to just like stay inside my room and just keep studying, and that really like tires out my brain, so I don't want to go and work out or something, but just like a little walk, like walk your dogs or something. Just, get out of the house and away from the studying, and if you have time, you can like watch TV or something. Make sure you're eating like good meals and everything like that, because you need to make sure that your body is healthy and your mind is healthy so that you can be ready for exams and prepared in the best way possible, in combination with studying as much as possible. Then you'll be super ready, super prepared, and you'll just like feel really good, because if you're not, focusing on yourself and you're just trying to cram a lot, then it's just going to be difficult for you to retain the information, and then you're just going to be like, you're just going to be drained, and no one wants that during exam week. So yeah, just try to get out of your study area, wherever that is, and be active, and even just like, I don't know, like going to talk to your parents or siblings or something for a little bit, just focusing on something else can be really beneficial. So my last category, I guess, is like things like on exam day and like the night before exam day. So obviously, it's super important to sleep as much as possible. I mean, not too much, but like a good amount. Like I'm talking like not 6 hours or something like that. That's definitely not enough. 7 hours, I still don't think that's enough. I think 8 hours minimum before an exam. I know that that's hard. I mean, for some people, like 7 could be good, but for me, I feel like I need like a lot, like 8 or even 8.5 or something like that. I know that it's kind of tempting to, just like follow the studying cliche and stay up all night and be like, oh, I stayed up all night studying and cramming, whatever. But I swear, if you do your studying early, you might feel like, if it's early, like at night, like early as in like 10 or 11 or something, you might feel like, oh, I need to stay up later and like study more, like it's too early. But honestly, like this might work for a lot of people, but I really don't think like your brain is getting the most information that it can, like when it's like 12 or 3 a.m. or whatever. That's like how late the people I know stay up doing work, and that just doesn't work for me. Like it might work for you, but I still think it's best to try to study early and go to bed as soon as you can. And then you'll feel so refreshed in the morning, and you'll definitely be happy that you did that. It's just a good routine to get in like throughout the school year anyways, but especially during exam week. And then in the morning, I know that we have to wake up early for school, and you might not have time to eat breakfast, but for exams, it's definitely so important that you eat a really good breakfast, because they're literally 2 hours long. Like if you're not eating breakfast, you're going to get hungry. That is extremely distracting, at least for me. Like, it's uncomfortable and you're just not going to be able to focus. Like, you need to have like good energy and your metabolism is going and your brain is working and everything like that. So I think it's definitely important to get a good breakfast before your exam, the morning of your exams. And like, this doesn't have to be like a sit down, like whole meal and everything like that. I prefer having like protein shakes or something like that. Just like something as simple and easy as that, like your mom or dad can make it for you. Just give it to you to drink on the way there, and that's perfect. Works great for me, so that's something I recommend. And then last thing, on the way to school, whether you're driving by yourself or your parent is driving you or something like that with a sibling, anything, just on the way to school, this is something my mom always tells me to do, is to listen to loud music the day of your exam. I mean, this is more like for like if you're really stressed and kind of anxious, because I hate feeling that way before an exam. Like, it's kind of the worst. So you can pick out like your favorite like upbeat fun songs and play them really loud so you're only focused on that on the way to school. At least for me, it puts me in a good mood and it makes me like energetic. So I really recommend trying that if you haven't. So those are all of my tips and tricks for midterms. You can believe me because I have taken many midterms and final exams over the past 6 years. So I hope that these are helpful, and good luck everybody on their midterms.